Hello, my name is Mila del Sat Rubio and I am a tenured lecturer in the Department of Applied Linguistics at the Universitat Politécnica de Valencia. In today's video, we are going to have a look at mixed conditional sentences. We are going to revise how they are constructed and how they are used. But before I proceed, I'm just going to present the learning outcomes. Or in other words, what the students will be able to do when they have finished watching this video. So basically, students will be able to distinguish between second and third conditionals and mixed conditional sentences. And they will be able to use mixed conditional sentences properly, and especially three main types of mixed conditional sentences. Those in which we express a past condition and a present result, a present condition and a past result, and a future action and a past result. So let's get started. Right, so you might be thinking, what are mixed conditional sentences? So we are going to have a look at the example. If you had already learned how to use mixed conditionals, you wouldn't need my help with this video. Right, or if you knew how to use mixed conditionals, you would have stopped this video a while ago. So as you may have already noticed, what we have in here is that we are using some of the verb tenses that we normally use in second and third conditional types. Right, so before we continue, I'm just going to revise very quickly the different conditional types that you already know. Right, so you've been told several times that there are four main types of conditional sentences. So we have the zero conditional, in which we talk about actions that are always true or always happened. For example, if I eat dairy products, I get a rash all over my skin. We also have the first conditional, in which we have an action in the present and an action that is likely to happen in the future. So, if you don't have time, I'll call the hotel. Then we have the second conditional that we use for hypothetical situations or to give advice. If I were richer, I would live in a mansion. And we also have the third conditional when we talk about actions that happen in the past. If I had studied a little bit more, I would have passed the exam. Right. So now let's look at the difference between this type of conditional sentences and mixed conditional sentences. Right. So in the first sentence, if I had woken up earlier, I wouldn't have missed the morning news. So this is an example of a third conditional. Okay, so the important thing here is that we have two different verb tenses in the if clause and in the main clause, but these two tenses are pointing to the same time frame. They're pointing to the past. If I had woken up in the past, but I didn't wake up, I wouldn't have missed the morning news. That happened also in the past. So the main difference between these types of conditional sentences and mixed conditional sentences is the time frame. Mixed conditionals help us move throughout time. So if we have a look at this sentence, which is a mixed conditional, we can see that the tenses in the if and in the main clause, they're pointing to different time frames. So if I had woken up earlier, okay, we have had woken, we have a past perfect, so this is pointing to the past, an action in the past. I would already be at work. I would already be at work now. Okay, so this second, this main clause is pointing to a different time reference. So we have a past and the present. And this doesn't happen in the other type of conditionals. In the zero, first, second and third, the verb tenses in the two parts point to the same time. Right? Okay, so a very important thing with mixed conditional sentences is the context. Right, let's keep on going. Right, so we are going to have a look at three main types of mixed conditional sentences. So the first one is a type in which we have a past action, which is hypothetical because it did or didn't happen, and then we have in the main clause a present result. So something like, if I had saved more money, I would own this house now. So this action in the past has a result that is relevant at the moment of speaking. But I didn't save the money, so now I don't own this house. Or if we had paid more attention, we wouldn't be failing in class now, right? So the action in the past, you didn't pay attention, has a result that is relevant at the moment of speaking. So now you are failing in class. Okay, let's keep on moving. So there is a second type of mixed conditional sentences, and this is the type in which we have a present condition, okay, so a condition that is relevant at the moment of speaking, although it's unreal, we're going to have a look at it in a minute, and a past result. So basically with this type of conditional, we're saying that if this thing happened, that other thing would have happened, okay? But the thing in the present is not going to happen. So if I weren't that shy, if I weren't that shy, but the truth is that I'm really shy, I would have introduced myself to Mike. I really like Mike, but I am really shy, so I didn't introduce myself to Mike. So as you can see, there is a present condition that is somehow determining what happened in the past, right? And then we have a third type of mixed conditional sentences. And in this third type, we have a future action, okay, an action that is going to happen in the future, and a past result, which is also hypothetical. Right, so let's have a look at the examples. If I wasn't going on a trip tomorrow, but I have a trip tomorrow, so tomorrow I'm going on a trip. So I say, if I wasn't going, I'm just hypothesizing, I would have gone to the party tonight. Right, but I didn't go to the party. Okay, so the fact that I have a trip tomorrow has somehow conditioned what I did in the past. Or, if I didn't have an important meeting tomorrow, I would have gone dancing. But the truth is that I prefer to stay home and to be well rested because tomorrow I have an important meeting. So there is an action in the future that determine what happened in the past, okay? Right. So, to sum up, basically what you need to remember is that mixed conditional sentences are very common in English. Even if you have learned that there are 4 main types, when you use them naturally in context, in real life context, you need to use mixed conditional sentences. The important thing about mixed conditional sentences is that you mix 2 time frames. Okay, so in the if clause, we have a different time than in the result clause. Okay, and this didn't happen with the other type of conditional sentences. So it's like they help you move throughout time, and you need to pay a lot of attention to the context. So now we are going to have a look at some practice. Right, so let's have a look at the first type of conditionals. So we have a past action and a present result. So I want you to read these sentences carefully, pause the video, and write down your answers, okay? You can write any answer you want, or you can pay attention at the little icons that you have in there. Right, so for the first sentence, you could say something like, if I had won the lottery, but I didn't win it, I would be drinking piña coladas at the beach. So that's what I would be doing now. So the past action has a result that is relevant at the moment of speaking. If I had told my friend the truth, I would feel much better now, because now I'm not feeling very well. I'm not very happy because I didn't tell my friend the truth. If I had left home earlier, I wouldn't be stuck in a traffic jam now, but now I am stuck. Right, so the second type of conditionals. Have a look at the slide, pause the video, and we will check the answers. Okay, so you can say something like, if I were more sporty, but the truth is that you are not the sporty type. I would have played different sports in college, but you didn't because you're not very sporty, you don't like sports. If they weren't so tired, they would have come to the cinema with us. But the truth is that they are tired, okay? If I were less shy, but I'm very shy, I would have become an actor. But I didn't become an actor because I'm a shy person, okay? Right, and now let's have a look at the third type of conditionals, where we have the future action and the past result. Right, so you can write something like, if I didn't have to study for the exam tomorrow, I would have gone out with you. If I were moving to another country, you're moving to another country, I would have bought the house, or I would have lived in the same house. If it wasn't a Friday, I would have gone climbing with you, but on Fridays I'm really tired after work, and today is a Friday. If it wasn't a Friday, maybe I would have gone with you. Right? Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed the video, and good luck. Thank you very much for your attention.